out of here. We're back onto words. The giraffe phase, of
Yeah.
course, myself, Kronos. For those of you who don't know, you can see my name's written right below. Those of you who don't know who's next to me, of course, the one and only Hit Susan, all the way from Philippines, part of the Carabao project. He looks handsome as ever. His name's written right there as well. Show him some love. Give him some follows on his socials as well, chat. It's nice, you know. We like some support as casters, as hosts. We like to feel some love to not just the players. So come on, guys. We're not asking for a lot. I'm just kidding. If you want to, you can do it. It's a free world. It's a free country. But right now, we are into the draft phase, of course. And I think the way that this game went out, right? The way game number 1 went out, Birthright completely dominating the game. And I think you yourself didn't expect that, Hit Susan, with the fact that the Cho had to play more of an aggressive game, completely on the back foot within the first minute. And that's what they had. Like, if you have an aggressive hero that's not playing aggressive, then you're asking for trouble. So really well played from the side of Birthright. And I think right now they might be looking in the same direction.
Yeah. Earlier from that game number 1, Light Cavalry, they want trouble. They asked for it and they got it. So maybe less aggressions right now. They will learn for that. But right now, Cronus, I'm starting to ask, is this the night of dominance? Because ever since from our previous first series, we have a dominating match. But if ever that it is, it's kind of a bad news for us Filipinos. And but let's see here, possible changes for our draft of picking. So far we still have the Suyu getting respected along with the Hildo. I think this is cheesy bans, or we have here expected bans. Our teams are just starting to get to know each other, so we're only going for the meta general bans just so far, and we don't have, or we cannot see so far, any direct bans, any unusual ones, because the other team knows that this is this player from this side knows how to play best.
Yeah, of course. You see that. It's that Lu Yi. That Lu Yi is a respect ban for Malfurion. One of the best Lu Yi players that we've seen in Europe so far. And I think Malfurion definitely deserves that amount of respect, that you do not want to give Lu Yi into his hands, because he is going to create havoc, especially given the fact that the communication in an all-Filipino team will not be a problem whatsoever. So with the Lu Yi, where you're enhancing the capabilities of the rest of your teammates, you're gonna, it's gonna be troublesome. But you know what else is troublesome? I was talking about it before the draft happened. Urek getting his hands on this Bruno, and right now feel like it's gonna be problems for the side of Reborn TZ as well as Light Cavalry.
Yeah, so far guys, Bruno has like almost 90% win rate and so popular onto our meta. Don't know why the Bruno didn't get respected here, or maybe like Cavalry, probably they do have some plans, or they're prepared to counter it out with their drafting for this game number 2. Well, you have the gacha for sustainability and some good damage factor as well, so that they can go for that backline access, prevent this Bruno from the Birthright into dishing out a lot of damages, getting some free hit positions because of distance and the Avatar of the Guardian.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of forces this Bruno to think, you want the flicker or you want the purify, because right now you either want to you're either giving yourself the benefit of the doubt that you'll be able to dodge the Avatar of the Guardian if you go for the flicker, because if you use the flicker, you're still within the range of the Avatar of the Guardian. So you need that, or you want to go for the purify. That kind of puts you in a position where you're gonna get caught up by the quad shadow. I like the Light Cavalry draft coming out really strong this time, trying to play for a level 4 power spike, looking for the turtles. Not so much early game just yet, a lot of mid game power spike, but on the other side, the Alpha and the Phoveus, you got two chonky boys as a frontliner for Urek to sit behind and just kick balls to people's faces right now. And I feel like this is going to be a problem. And they go for the high-low, so they're both looking to play kind of a front-to-back composition, but Light Cavalry trying to dive in a little bit more. I'm surprised they let the Zushin go so far, though.
Yeah, Zushin is still... it's been respected for the 4th ban of the Light Cavalry, because Zushin is going to be a very big threat. against the Light Cavalry, knowing that they do have these Hylos and the Garrett Kacho heroes onto the front lines. They're very susceptible on to getting knocked off by that Lantern Flare. And so far, it seems like we're no longer going to be seeing that bloodthirst for the first 1 minute of the Light Cavalry compared to that game number one. But prepare yourselves, guys, for a very chaotic and I think long clashes for this game number two, because we do have lots of sustainabilities between these two teams.
Yeah, it's a lot of sustain that's coming out for sure. They did want to give a little bit more by taking out that Faramis. I like that ban at least. You know, a little more sustain. You know what? You want more HP? Here, I'm giving you more HP. They don't want to see that this time. And taking away the Sicilian, because the Sicilian sits really pretty on the back line, and when you have a Gacha as well as a Hylos, and have someone to flank from the side with the Hayabusa. So I like that ban coming in. The Eve as well. Now you're trying to take away this kill box where these heroes are going to be utmost strong. But what they forget is they cannot ban every single mage, and that's why you see this Aurora being picked up. And right now you don't get the kill box in terms of the RWM, but you do get that Frigid Glacier to catch their boots and keep them iced up. So right now, will this game be in terms of Malfurion's way, or will it be once again Danny trying to take control? Only time to find out which mid laner is it going to be.
Yeah, we'll find out, because this Aurora is like the one that got away from the Light Cavalry earlier. The crowd control that they just need, but they have it in them now. So far, it's like the secret weapon, or the one that is not being revealed just yet for the Light Cavalry, is their marksman. Someone that can battle it out against a Bruno. It's kind of a hard decision right there, because we can consider Bruno right now is like the king of our gold lane in terms of the damage capability. He does have it, the range. He does have it, sustainability also. So maybe some outplaying factors. A 1-1 with a crossbow of Tang. Bruno cannot damage or hit you if you're on the air, dishing out your ultimate skill.
I mean, if you think about it, right, the Bruno, yes, when she's in the air, you cannot damage her, but by the time you try and get to the all procs, you're going to get taken down either way. But I like the Claude being picked up in the gold lane. That means it's a complete dive composition coming in from Light Cavalry with this Aurora that's going to be sitting in the back line, trying to get the CC. We've seen this composition before in the MESL as well. You know, probably came out from Revolution, if I'm not wrong, or was it CR7? Because this is a very simple composition that you've seen not only in the MESL, but also in other professional competition. Just switch up the jungler. You can go for a Joy even in this case. You can go for a Ling. It adds up because you have the dive, you have the anti-dive as well. So I like this draft from the side of Light Cavalry, but also on the side of Birthright with this Tigreal that's sitting. He could go for the counter and engage. He could also be the one protecting his backline. So both drafts looking solid. It's just that will Light Cavalry get what they were looking for like they did in the early game for the first one? Just a matter of time. And Hitsuzin, we're going to go straight into the Land of Dawn soon after this, so take it away.
Yeah, we're gonna be going for our battlefield. Even though the Sushin has been respected, we still have this threat for our very heavy and sustainable frontliners of the Light Cavalry. We have the Lilia of my lobby. Let's go, guys. Let's find out if ever that the momentum of the Birthright will continue, or will it be stopped by the Light Cavalry. Welcome to the Land of Dawn.
Yeah, it's game number 2, and you can see already they're poking out Mark instantly. Leandro this time doesn't want to take an aggressive route. Mark already taken down below half HP. So mid lane control in the hands of Light Cavalry straight off the bat. And this is what Birthright have played for when they picked up the Tiger. And you can see Danny getting poked up. But meanwhile, the top side, they might go for a kill over here, Hitsuzen.
Another early kill. Oh, an early first blood indeed for the first 1 minute mark of our game. And that victim will be my lobby. The XP laner of our Birthright. Is this it? Design that the Light Cavalry are ready to take and equalize this match for this game number 2. But we already have another casualty. Good trade against Allen.
Yeah, it's a good trade across the board. You trade the EXP on the top side, you take their mid lane, you kind of proc their spells as well. So you see two flickers burnt out, one purify, as well as the revitalize just before the turtle spawns. These are expensive spells that's needed, especially if you're a Gatotkacha or a Tigreal. So with this turtle up, we want to see who gets priority, and it's gonna be a question that will be answered soon enough. But right now, you can see instantly the wave clear is there. Can't find V in level 4. Mark not there yet. So that could be a difference maker with this glorious pathway and not having that implosion.
Yeah, a possible team fight might break out right now for our contests of this first turtle that we have onto this game number 2. Turtle Dance, though, trying to prolong it, trying to make some pickoffs just first or force out some ultimate skills. Advantage, though, for our light cavalry. Level 4 already. 4 can find a Vion. You have the glorious pathway ready, but so does the implosion for Mark. This is going to be a big threat, knowing you also have the flicker online.
Yeah, and you can see after the Guardian on the back line, you give the implosion, catches Stewie, he gets the retribution right on time, Leandro, but instantly will get taken down to the Shadow Energy Bombs that's coming in from Danny. He gets a double kill, takes down Allen, and the next one to fall is Mark, and of course can't find Vian between a rock and a hard place, will get taken down, has to revitalize, but can't help him survive any longer. This trade back and forth being 2 for 2. But of course, the turtle in the hands of Leandro, in the hands of Light Cavalry, means that they have a bit of an advantage, but the goal lead in the side, in the favor of Birthright.
Yeah, what a sudden change of the winds here. Light Cavalry getting the kills, getting that turtle. This is a good advantage, and that is a missed and wasted Spear of Alpha from Levi there. So, what is happening? The control of Birthright is, yeah, going out of them. They need a bit of a breather, a mental reset to take back their game, to get online if they want this to continue, or if they don't want to give that revenge moment for the Light Cavalry.
That is true. That is true. They just need that reset right. You can see my lobby getting aggressive already, but Mark here goes for the implosion.
Along with the Avatar of the Guardian to follow up there as counter initiation, but Blazing Duet gonna be going there on to the bottom lane now. Yeah, but we have here the glorious pathway being chased out, and look at the slows from our Hylos trying to remove the rights for Mark to back away. He's gonna get taken down. Still, Light Cavalry will take the control for this game number 2 so far. They don't want a swift. They will break the curse of that previous first series. They will change the momentum and the entertainment that we're having. You have the chase down. The blood hunt is not stopping just right there. But that is the mistake of the Light Cavalry because of their overextension. That will be the punishment to be paid by the likes of Allen and Can Find Vion.
Yeah, and at this point in time, you can see Birthright starting to take those trades a little bit more favorable, and so are Light Cavalry. They were behind by 2K, but now making the catch-up, and they are almost there. But however, Birthright get control of this neutral objective, and right now will turn their attention towards the top side, trying to take control in the form of these turret structures. So they need some real estate. Meanwhile, my lobby made his rotation to the bot side as well, and it's his end. Looks like they will be brewing for a team fight either in the bot or the top side, but they don't want to go for it. They understand their advantage, and they don't want to pick a fight.
Yeah, and also another thing interesting right now, even though we've already had a lot of team fights for our objectives, but so far, there is no tower going down just yet. So it seems like we were not going to be having a fast game for this one. And a possible fight might brew onto our bottom lane as our rotations are slowly transitioning here. But because of these visions and information being provided by our roamers, it seems like the surprise factor will be prevented.
Yeah, and you can see right now instantly my lobby getting some poke on towards Allen. Mark's positioning is really good. He gets that Sacred Hammer on towards Can't Find V, and Ring of Punishment is out already. And at this point in time, they get that top side tower in the form of Leandro. My lobby could go in for the Demonic Force. The passive has been procced, waiting for the right time and the right target. And it should be Reborn TZ that they're looking for. Mark's positioning is absolutely crucial in that tri-bush, and seems like they might be going for the pickoff in the mid lane as well. So a lot of 4v4 force on the middle and the bot side, but mean on the top side, both the junglers going at it one at a time. So this could be what they're looking for, the pincer here.
This is gonna be it. The sandwich play against Reborn TC, but with the outplay of that BMI gonna be taken out, and it's gonna be my lobby to be sandwiched there onto his own aggression, but taking it to but enough time for the players of the Birthright, especially Urek here, to take down Allen there onto the front lines.
Yeah, and right now you can see instantly, meanwhile on the bot side, they're trying to take some control. Urek over here gets the damage on towards Can find Vian and forcing them back. Mark goes in with the Sacred Hammer, gets a two-man knock-up instantly. A killing spree in the hands of Urek. 3-0-1, doing an absolute dominating performance so far. And you can take away the turtle as well along with that, because right now Birthright sitting pretty ahead with 2.5k goal lead in the 7th minute mark before the Lord spawns. And I think this is the control that they were looking for. Just to crack open that mid lane is what's left. And after that, Birthright might be able to take the entire thing. Slowly but surely.
Oh, no.
Zen.
Is this gonna be a waste? I thought Light Cavalry, they already have it in them for this game number 2, but now the next thing that we know, it's gonna be the Birthright getting the additional kills, getting this objectives, and now they have the control back. But it seems like we're gonna be jinxing that as this Blazing Doom, it's gonna be connecting against the players of the Birthright. 3 for that low, gonna be running for their lives. The chase down though is not enough because you already have that glorious pathway has been used already by Can't Find Beyond.
Yeah, and you can see instantly there is a little bit of a shift. They have the damage, the side of Light Cavalry, even though that they're behind. It's just that they need a lot of time to get back up online. And you can see right now the Glowing Wand is the only damage item that Danny has at the moment. So it does help out, try and slow them down. You need the Ice Queen Wand for that, but it does counter engage that entire heal that comes into the play from the form of that Revitalize that's there on 2 of these champions coming in from the side of Light Cavalry. And right now in the top side, Reborn TZ goes in with that Blazing Duet along with the Avatar of the Guardian, but here's the Glorious Pathway to slow them down. Mark gets stunned by Law and Order, but here comes the Demonic Force, but the Frisian Glacier catches them. He takes down Mark, and right now Urek goes in, the Ogi Shadow kill comes out, but a little too late. Leandro's able to use the Quad Shadow, get out of harm's way, and instantly they get the top tier 1 turret, and now cracking open the mid lane. Levi making the most out of the opportunity. Birthright take down all tier 1s for the side of Light Cavalry, who are scrambling their heads thinking what's going on. They were just winning and they let it slip once again.
That's such a dash, and a lot of skills has been used and burned up, but that's just a 1-for-1 trade. It's something unexpected. Still, it's just this is one of the things wherein we can know or we can conclude that these two teams are such high calibers because they know how to minimize these casualties. They know when to back away so that they won't have any more damages for their side. And we can see this. Look at this very slow Lord Dance, but look at the unexpected damage. Mega kill against Leandro. No retribution holder. This is now the free Lord for the Birthright.
Oh my goodness, this is all thanks to the damage came from Urek, right? 402 right now. Leandro went in. He got chain CC'd. And you can see right now, Can't Find Vian is the next target. Although he is quite tanky, they want him to use that Revitalize, which will help them in this siege at towards the base. Demonic Force coming out from my lobby instantly right now on towards Allen. You can see Can't Find Vian with the Glorious Pathway. Vengeance to make sure he survives. Shadow Energy Bombs being proc by Danny as well. Using the Black Shoes to make sure he survives. And right now, they kind of reset, get the top lane tier 2. Next one is the mid lane tier 2 before the Lord crashes down the bot side. And here's that replay, Hitsuzen. What a play indeed.
Yeah, he didn't expect that first from Leandro didn't expect that. Look at this. As much as he knows it's just the Bruno, he wants to connect that Ogi Shadow kill to take down that main damage dealer for the Birthright. But what he didn't know, he's gonna be the one to go down for that moment, and this is the opportunity of the Birthright to take down this inhibitor tower for the bottom lane against this Light Cavalry.
Yeah, and you see they take it down already. They burn up that Glorious Pathway. They take away the inhibitor, and right now targeting the mid lane next. Although there is no set of minion waves, the top side has been coming slowly, so they'll be looking to take that, but without the help of Mark, who has to make sure he goes back, get his HP back up. So the slow push is still there. The super minions crashing on the top side. You can see they have to back off. They don't want to bite more than they could chew. And instantly the trade coming in from the side of Birthright, not being taken by Light Cavalry. They could have tried and steal something away, but didn't work out. But at the same time, that replay that we saw was really crucial. And right now, oh, don't tell me Mark wants to go for a play. He has the flicker. I sense a big
no.
implosion coming right now.
We can smell it, but it seems like Light Cavalry, they can smell it too. This is why they're backing away, but still, Two's gonna be going off with that implosion. Now look at the follow-up for this Infernal Pursuit. Smart gonna get taken down and run away for these 3 low on HP players of the Light Cavalry, but they're so deep, they're gonna get punished down by the blazing duet of our Reborn TZ. But my lobby needs to be rebound after he's that timer, because they're gonna get taken down. That's the mistake. This time, it's the Birthright who made that big error.
Yeah, and I feel like Birthright had that in their hands. Just let it go, overextending a little bit more. And that's what I think it was really expected. Mark had it itching, right? He had this itching feeling from the inside, like, hey, guys, I want to give a set because he wasn't getting the highlight. And I think that wasn't the right time for it. The waves were crashing on the top side. I think he had to wait a little bit longer, maybe for the next Luminous Lord to spawn up. And that could have been really good advantage. But right now, the Lord coming in, they don't have the flicker that would have made the difference. And looking at the itemization, he has enough defense to tank up a lot of damage. But at the same time, there's a lot of penetration coming out from Leandro with Urek just... he looks monstrous with the Husk Claws, the Berserker's Fury, Malefic Gun, Windtalker, and possibly going for the Wind of Nature. The Lord half HP already, Hitsuzen. There might be a team fight that they're looking for.
There's gonna be it, because the Light Cavalry cannot no longer afford to lose this Elemental Luminous Lord. Leandro takes that Lord. What a beautiful steal for that Retribution, even though you have the better placements for the players of the Birthright. But the Blood Hunt is gonna be here, chased down, although with my lobby and Mark getting picked up, that's just a Birthright giving it up for additional kills.
Yeah, and right now, you know, the game was in the favor of Birthright. With one small mistake that's made on the top side, it has snowballed into this Lord, Luminous Lord that Light Cavalry have gotten. They already got 2 kills as well. Yes, they traded Allen from the other side, but that's not enough. The Luminous Lord will be able to take that tier 2s in the top side. They'll be looking to take all the other tier 2s. You can see bot side not being defended by the side of Birthright instantly. The mid lane is the one that they'll want to defend quite a lot, but that means Light Cavalry have done their job. If they get an inhibitor... oh, wait a second. No escort for the Lord. So they don't even get a tier 2. Very well played from the side of Birthright.
Lord, there has been shredded down so easily and quickly. I think, Light Cavalry didn't get to utilize that Lord so good. And this is now the opportunity, another implosion. This time it's gonna be a success for the players of the Birthright. And the Blood Hunt's gonna be here. Spear of Valfo is gonna be connecting against Allen. 3-man down in trade of 1, but going back onto your base. Reborn Tracy is trying to go for straightly for his goal. But 1 versus 3 situation. He didn't go back. What a crazy marksman of our Light Cavalry. Is it gonna go if he escapes this? I don't know if he escaped this, but no way.
Oh my goodness, it's being done on the other side as well. The mid lane was left empty and Levi's trying to get that inhibitor, but unfortunately for him, they didn't get that. But very well played from the side of Reborn TZ. Bought enough time, but not enough that was needed for his team. A good distraction coming in from both sides. And I don't know what he was thinking, to be honest. He was going to die. He just bought enough time. It was funny to see that happen. It looks like one of those TikTok plays that went, you know, an epic fail. But this time around, with the next Lord coming in for the next 45 seconds, it will be the difference maker. And I think this is the one that both teams will be looking to fight for.
Reborn TC seems like he's kind of dreaming for a good highlight on that moment. But he pulled it up. What can we say? But he looks awesome and handsome for that moment. Nice try though. He did give us some nervousness and some excitement for that attempt, but so far it seems like a big war Kronos is about to break out soon, as our third Lord for this game number 2 is going to be respawning after 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds, but meanwhile, on the top side, you can see poking on towards Levi already. Reborn TZ has the damage right now. The Trinity has been completed. He is full build with the Wind of Nature alongside that Sea Halberd. No Lord being started yet. They get the tier 2 on the top side. So making moves around the map slowly, but at the same time, Birthright want to get this Lord started without the jungler. They're pulling the aggro, making sure that Light Cavalry don't get the advantage. And instantly right now, Reborn TZ still on the top side though.
Yeah, you do have the advantage right now for the Birthright, but it's just on about a 400 gold lead. And Birthright, they cannot just leave their lanes unattended, knowing the playstyle already for this Claude of Reborn TZ. It's kind of they know his plans, so they can just leave some minions open and unmanaged there. This is kind of the advantage right now for our light cavalry. They can make some plays and mind games against Birthright. So what would it be? A possible split push or a full 5 versus 5 clash onto our Lord fight?
Yeah, but you can see the splits coming in already. The banana split that they call it. Reborn TZ as well as Leandro, the famous Filipino banana split being done right now. On the top side, the marksman, Claude, known for his macro gameplay thanks to the BMI. He's able to clear the wave. Leandro trying to do the same with the Hayabusa on the bot side as well, trying to make sure they get this control in the Lord fight, because the more grouped up they are, the lesser damage that Leandro deals with that Oki shadow kill. And they know that. And they Birthright want Light Cavalry to group up together thanks to the Shadow Energy Bombs that come in from Danny. But right now over here, they try to get Levi, who's caught out in the middle. Mark goes in with the Sacred Hammer. Here comes the Spear of Alpha, but the AOG connects onto it too. Glorious Battle to slow them down. Shadow Energy Bombs to make sure they back off. But meanwhile, on the top side, you can see Reborn TZ going at it against my lobby. No vengeance popped out yet, but here Mark trying to go in and make a play. The opportunity, the opening is not there yet. Danny going really aggressive. Black Juice to make sure he gets out of harm's way. The Lord not yet started. It has been a really good dance thus far. It's been a stalemate, but Urek trying to get it started. Levi is there as well. No Glorious Pathway from the side of Can't Find VN to cut them up, but here it comes. Malfurion can go in for the Frigid Glacier, but there it is, Sacred Hammer. The Retribution comes out from Levi right on time. They take that one, and that is Can't Find VN. Immortality helping him survive as well. Monster kill in the hands of Danny. 2 go down for the side of Light Cavalry. This should be the third, but the Ogi Shadow kill takes down 1. Mark being traded. My lobby goes in with the Demonic Force. He's able to get 1. Immortality is there. Pride of Ice being procced by the side of Malfurion. It is good trades coming across both sides, but the Lord, which is the level 3 Luminous Lord, marching down the bot lane. This could be the end that the side of Birthright are looking for.
That was just it. A good attempt for that Blazing Duet onto our Claude, but the damage is just too much. When he goes in onto our Clash, it's kind of too late. So with that Blazing Duet, he's kind of alone for that situation. And still, Reborn TZ is doing a good job for the top lanes push. I think it's just Alan and Kent find Vian. They grew out short on their patience there, popping off early their Abode of the Guardian along with the Glorious Pathway that put the Birthright onto a good advantage onto that Lord positioning.
Yeah, and I think the fact that they bought enough time to make sure Mark is back up online, but over here he gets the Ogi Shadow kill, catches 1, pops the Immortality of Urek as well. Leandro did his job. They will be able to defend right now, even though it's a Luminous level 3 Lord. That is a brilliant play coming in from side of Leandro. A solo play like an assassin should make. And right now, they bought themselves enough time. And I think this is what Light Cavalry needed. This was looking like a possible end. But the mispositioning from Danny that you don't see happen. He didn't die a single time until the 20th minute of game number 2 in both the games so far, Hitsuzen. So that shows that Danny, he made one mistake and they capitalized.
Yeah, imagine Danny with the black shoes getting picked up that easily. But Urek gonna be taken down. That's gonna be the main damage dealer for the Birthright to be going away. A big time mistake of our Birthright. It seems like it's gonna be it. Our 1-for-1 trade is getting high possibilities right now with only Levi and Danny being alive. But still, this is Lilia, a good minion wave clearing capability for our mage to
This
reduce
could be
the
it.
ending capability of our light cavalry.
Black
But
shoes.
our tower will be distracted. No more inhibitor for our mid lane tower. But Danny is
Oh!
still alive. No, the bullets being planted upon the body of that Lilia is just so hurtful and painful with that. Game number 2 will go for the light cavalry. And ladies and gents, we're not gonna be seeing any more sweeps for tonight.